I've seen a lot of bankers, and I've seen a lot of lawyers pull out all of the stops. I've seen a lot of children with their parents in their hands. I felt a lot of women refuse to understand. And I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand how we take it for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. See, we did it every day. The riots and the fire going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, they're all wanting the same thing. They take you for your money, whatever else bring. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. 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 Walked away to what you thought was real. You took everything that I had, yeah. Walked away, but you left one thing behind. You're wondering just what that is. Yes, you are. Well, the world stops spinning around. I'll be rocking. When the wall comes tumbling down, I'll be there. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. We're gonna make a little love down by the water. Maybe have a son, maybe have a daughter when the music man calls. That's when I gotta play. So I burn for the things I never had. I'm burning with hate, with love. Spin around, round. Sunny skies, the smell of palm tree air. Looking back, I could never feel fair. The way the music has touched my soul, the way that the South holds its control. But I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to the land of the new. Oh, na 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 na. See that I lost my highway again. When I get lost, it's all alone. Back to I'm afraid you're feeling alone. The holidays bringing you fear. The ghost days can all let me see that I've got where to choose. I'm going to start running back to the land of blue. Oh, na 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 na. Sitting at the lake, I'm feeling but I had my thoughts, so I'm thinking it's true. But I'm afraid, what might be true, that I might never be back again. Seems to me that I've lost my way. Got the sunset on the highway again. Then I get lost, all alone, summer day. Back, oh, it's too someone to take me down at night. Someone to make my day. New revelation fills my soul. Oh, I can waste away. You distracting my attention. You're all that's on my mind. You not looking for perfection, but you're too hard to find. Now the first night is coming. you. Oh, you. Yeah, you. Oh, you. All right. Yeah. Where did my color go? Got your head in the sand. You can't be in control, using a powerful hand. I wanna be you, I wanna see you. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to tell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue, yeah. All right. Cat learns to ring a bell. Rat gets free from the maze. We can be taught to love. We've got to learn a new way. I wanna see, I wanna be. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. Yeah, you're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shadows. Push me to the edge, add a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue. Yeah. I wanna be, I wanna see, don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. Push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, add a little color, it's black and white and blue. Yeah, black and white and blue. You're gonna black and white on the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, add a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue. Sunny skies, the smell of palm tree air. Looking back, I could never feel fair. The way the music has touched my soul, the way that the South holds its control. But I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to the lands of the new. Oh, na 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 na. That I have lost my old friend. Got the sunset off the highway again. Then I get lost on a long summer day. I must go back before it's too late. You're afraid, you're feeling alone. Time and space can never unfold. The holidays can ring in your fear. The ghost embrace can only mean tears. And I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to lands of blue. Oh, na, 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 na. Sitting at the lake, I'm feeling confused, but I had my guitar, so I played this tune. But I'm afraid, the world might be true, that I might never be back again. Seems to me that I've lost my way. Got the sunset off the highway again. Then I get lost on a long summer day. I must be back before it's too late. Before it's too late. What have I done? Ooh, what have you seen? Early at night, got in the fight, the candlelight, looking through the screen. Now what have I done? What have you seen? You know there's no picture and the person is caught in between. David's gone. David's gone. Can't Jamie's gone. Left last night, and now it feels so low. What have you seen? There was nothing to say, took her away, and I feel the pain. Made love in vain. Oh, oh, what have I done? What have you seen? She knows there's no future in love when a person is come in between. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Can't look back, and now he feels so strong. Jamie's gone. Jamie's gone. Last night, and now it seems so long. You can hear these words I say when you're a million miles away. Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Yeah, so let me just do this real quick. Um, how's it going, everybody? Not really sure where everybody is tonight. I know Eric was having some issues, and we had a special kind of repeat guest tonight, and I guess everybody's running late, so I said I figured, let's start up the show. Um, I got some good stuff for the sponsors. I got some new guests that I want to talk about. And if you hear any water or something in the background, it's abnormally loud in here. Well, somebody decided to do laundry um, when they know it's a show. So I don't know why the laundry's going off. So if you hear it, my apologies. So that being said, we're here tonight. It's Friday night. It is the last show of the year. The next time you see us, it will be season 5, episode 1. For I believe it'll be episode 311, if I remember right. 311. Unbelievable. And yeah, so thank you, Tom. We are at 2,000 subscribers. So thank you for everybody who has supported us through the couple years that we're here. And it's been a great ride so far. And we're looking to have many years more. So you may have saw in the beginning that I was playing around with some graphics. So I have some new graphics and stuff like that I'm still working on. So if there's a little bump in the road, you'll have to excuse me. Hopefully I can waste some time while Eric and our special guest is floating in here. So I'm getting text messages here. Give me a second. Nope, not yet. So that being said, let's go over the sponsors real quick because this is gonna be the last night. You're gonna see the sponsors the way in this look right now. So we're gonna be going here real quick and quick play. And there we go. All right. So we do have some sponsors that and everybody knows this. And if you're new, welcome to the show. If you don't know, well, here you go. So we have sponsors that give us free stuff for the shows. Every once in a while, we give out free stuff to the members. And our first sponsor is Woodland Hills Camera and Telescopes. So Woodland Hills Camera and Telescopes has been a staunch supporter of us for the past year and a half. Has given away some great amounts of money for um, for the members. So be on the lookout for their update, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So Woodland Hills, thank you so much. Prima Lab Camera Concepts and Opto Long Filters, all again have been wonderful supporters for our show, and we're going to be getting some new sponsors too. So looking forward to be announcing some new sponsors in the near future. So at our super giant level, Masters of Pix Insight and IP4AP. Masters of Pix Insight, we give out free free workshops to Masters of Pix Insight and IP4AP. We're going to be giving out one tonight. We give out a free Masters of Pix Insight workshop every Friday. And IP4AP, we give out once a month. We give out a free year subscription to IP4AP. So really good tutorials and really good tools to use if you're looking to learn about PixInsight or for Photoshop. So it's wonderful tutorials for both. And of course, our parent company, AstroWorld Telescopes. Got to throw them at the super giant level because that's who we are. We do have some wonderful stuff. We have sponsorship. We have sponsorship. We have dealerships and just about everything now. And I just got also on this shameless sales pitch. I just got my next shipment of Sea Stars in. I got one. I believe it or not, I got one left. These things are flying off the shelves. So the, then thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Everybody appreciate the support that you've given us. From either being on the show and I'm gonna try something really quick because I've yet to try this. So and this is with Eric that he's supposed to be here. So it's gonna be blank on one side. So let's see. What's going on here. So this is this is going to be the new screen for AstroWorld, and we can't do all this stuff without the members and all the stuff that you guys do and support us on Patreon and everything. So let's see if this works, and hopefully it works. There we go. All right. So this is how it's going to kind of look. I don't know. Let me know if you like it or not. This is for all of the members, and if you want to become a member on our Patreon, go check us out on AstroWorld TV on Patreon, and we have memberships, I believe, as low as $5 or $10, up to $50 a month, because you get different perks for everything. You get T-shirts, you get mugs, you get everything. And if you're a long-term member, I believe it's every 3 months for the first year, you get perks from Patreon automatically mailed to your house. So all our Red Giant members, our Off the Rails, our Quasar, you see all of our main sequence members. We got a ton of members. I think we're over 60 members now. And oh wow, it's kind of cut off. I gotta fix that. Okay, so it says support Astroworld by becoming a Patreon member. So feel free to hit us up. Thank you for everybody that's through the years that has supported us. And what we do with this money, we don't pocket it. So it goes to literally, free stuff for everybody. And it also helps us get our table at NEAF. And if you don't know what NEAF is the Northeast Astronomical Forum, and that's coming up in where is it? What was it? In April. April, it's coming up. And it's going to be a great time. And that helps us get our table. So it's pretty cool to kind of have this kind of this forum where people support us and help us get this kind of this kind of exposure at NEAF. So it's really cool. And it looks like Eric made it. Welcome, buddy. And I got no audio from you though. I hear somebody. Oh, I think I hear Tyler in the background laughing at you. So, so let's see if I see. Is that me or is it you, Eric? Where is? Let's see. Where is Eric? Eric. Oh, wait, no, I see you. Say something, Eric. Say something.
He is.
Nope, I got nothing from you. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. Let me know if you like this type of stuff. If you don't, maybe I'll go back to the other slides. But I'm gonna incorporate this, I think, into the way, so I don't have to say everybody's name. And that would be at wah wah for Eric. So he's good. He's probably cursing his name right now. I got nothing right now, but so let's go back because we got some cool new well before we go into the cool stuff, let's go.
Anyone?
There you go. We got you.
There he is.
Nice.
There you go. And we're gonna try this. We're gonna try the cube zoom here. Ready? We're gonna try this we're gonna try this, right? Whoa, there we go. And we'll play this. And nope, that did not work. And all right, that's okay. We're trying some new stuff.
You literally been at home all week and haven't done anything. You couldn't figure this out by then.
Hey man, I do a lot of stuff. Yeah. So here we go. Actually, it did work. It just started from the first slide. So for those of you that know Nigel, and again, he passed away in December. He lost his battle with cancer. If you've seen the YouTube from Luke Newbold or Luca Matico, he did a really nice tribute to him, and also started a GoFundMe page to help fund Cancer Research UK. So if you can find it in your heart to donate, AstroWorld has already donated $100 in the name of AstroWorld members to this, and you could go check that out at the GoFundMe page. Our first guest of the year is coming up really, really close. We got Nico Carver coming January 10th. He's going to come in and hang out with us and chill out with us and tell us what he's been up to. Then we have Maxi Falieres from our buddy from Argentina. who's a avid presenter of Global Star Party, which is hosted by Explore Alliance and Explore Scientific. So if you don't know him and you haven't seen his stuff, he was on our show once. He was talking about iPhone astrophotography, and he's going to be talking about some other stuff when he comes back. It's going to be a lot of fun. He actually confirmed with that date. So, and another Global Star Party presenter will be coming on as well, Adrian Bradley. He was on last year as well, and he is going to be with us on January 24th. So we're starting to pack up all these guests again. So it's winter time. It's a new year. So here we go. February 7th, another guest, Ron Breacher, will be back. Astro Doc himself will be back on February 7th. He is a PixInsight ambassador. He's also been my mentor and a really great friend of mine for a number of years. Really great fun. So it's good. He's always great to have on. And then the newest member of the AstroWorld presenters and guest stars, February 14th, we have Greg Crinklaw from Sky Tools, and he actually remembered me, believe it or not. and I guess I guess I annoyed him so much because I kept on telling him to put my filters in the list. But he is confirmed for February 14th. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of good guests coming on, and Mabula did say he's coming on, but he will not tell us when APP 2.0 is coming out. So he is going to come on. He's going to be here with us, and it's going to be a lot of fun having him on. Last show of the year. So of course we got to show the image of the week winner. Tom Peter won the amount of images of the week, which is at 8, which is a new record. So second year we've doing this. The record's been broken. 8 is the one to beat, and it all starts next week with the first picture of the week. Oh, that's a lie, because we did the picture of the week for December's already. So it already started for 2024. So take a look at it. It's gonna be great, and I'll let Eric talk a little bit about that in a second. And the calendars, the pictures are done. This is the only thing we're waiting on is the picture of the year, and that I am going to send it to Eric real quick and talk about the picture of the year, and let us know what's going. How we doing with the votes?
Oh man, it is crazy. Let me see here. Let me go to the last chat, because we were already approaching over 100, I believe.
Oh, I think we broke 100 already.
I think we broke 100. Yeah, I mean, it is insane.
And it's 1 week from tonight is when we're gonna release. We're gonna release the winner, right? 1 week from tonight.
Yeah. 1 week from tonight. Yep. January 5th. And let me go here to where we're at so far. Yeah, we're already at, as of now, we're at 127.
127. All right, awesome.
So that's awesome. Let's keep it going. Again, get your friends and family to go to astroworldweb.com/IOTW and check out and vote for your image if you are one of our image of the year contestants. Have those family and friends hop onto our website and check out all these other awesome images and have them vote for your image for image of the year, because as well as, of course, being, front and center on our AstroWorld 2024 calendar, you're going to be the winner of courtesy of Sean Nielsen.
Oh yeah.
The Optolong quad band, narrow band filter for one-shot color cameras. So pretty awesome there. It's just been, just keep them going. This is just fantastic.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And also, we only have, I believe, 2 more full days, the 30th and 31st. So for those of you, and I believe it was the Niagara Astronomers Association that won the award for the AstroWorld donation. on Astropalooza. You have 2 more days left to buy your shirts. For those of you guys, I would tell all my members, Scott, if you're out there, tell your members to buy shirts. So we can put a donation for a larger donation. I believe we're at about a $200 donation for the Niagara Astronomers Group. I forget the exact name of it, but really cool. So it's really nice to do that, and all those sales of the shirts go to that club, because we pulled the club in Astropalooza, and there we go. So I'm gonna bring in a special kind of guest if he turns on his camera. I don't know if he's there. There you go. There you go. There he is. There he is. Wow, look at you. You getting some gray in the beard and everything. Look at this.
Yeah, man. What's up?
What's this? What's this? You're looking like me. You're muted.
Now you're muted.
No, I'm not muted. I muted
There you
myself
go.
through the system.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, just getting ready for my shows that are coming up this year. I got to get ready for Vegas in 3 weeks, and then I got to go to Harrisonburg, Pennsylvania, and a couple weeks after that for 9 days, and shoot around, go to Tennessee after that, and then Iowa, and yeah, I'm spent. My brain's
I'm
gone.
telling you. So wait,
Yeah.
wait, you're going to Vegas and then Harrisburg?
Yeah.
What are you doing in
Man, talk about
Who lives in Harrisburg? Where's Harrisburg? Where is that?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I know.
Pennsylvania.
I know.
It's a 17-hour drive from where I'm at in Arkansas.
Oh, you're driving to Arkansas?
No, I'm not driving to Arkansas. I'm driving from Arkansas.
You know what I mean. I got to put my other earphone in because I can't hear. So it's a darn washing machine that's going off during my show. Doing clothes wash.
Okay, you're old. It's understandable.
I know. You know, I'm half deaf. I mean, what are you gonna do?
I mean, I've just finished this. That's the little.
That looks like a Star Wars helmet.
It is.
There
I gotta paint that. I just put it together finally, so I gotta paint that. And mainly just working away. Working
yeah, well,
like crazy.
it's good to see. It's good to see you again. I talk to you all the time, but you know,
I know you call me all the time and asking for. I need this. I need this. I need this.
Yeah.
You know? Eric, you feeling better?
Yeah, man. It was a crazy touch and go. To be honest with you, it was because I've had some serious sciatic nerve pain, and it reached the crescendo the day before yesterday, the day before my birthday.
I've been there, man.
It got so bad that I was not able to get any relief, and it got from, on a scale of 1 to 10 when they ask you, scale of 1 to 10, how's your pain?
You got the smiley face at 1 and the boiling red angry face at the end.
Face with tears. Well, I was beyond that. I was probably about a 20.
Wow.
And you can't, and that's the thing I've learned that when I had my sciatic issue is there's not enough muscle relaxer, there's not enough pain meds that will touch it. There's nothing they can do for nerves at all.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep month and a half. Just no sleep.
It was absolutely the worst. Robin, I mean, getting anything done, I couldn't. Long story short, Robin had to call 911 to get an ambulance here because I could not sit. I could barely stand. I couldn't do anything. It was that debilitating. And so they ended up having the EMTs had to come in and gave me temporary pain relief through an IV to at least have me even try to sit down. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it, man. And even to try to sit down to a point where I could barely get, dressed or something to make it down to the ambulance. And then it gets down to the ambulance and we get to the hospital and they got me sitting in a wheelchair and sitting down.
Oh, it's unimaginable. You can't.
You can't. So fortunately the pain, and then those temporary pain meds they gave me were starting to wear off. So they got me into triage, and a nurse practitioner, I gave her the whole spiel because I was actually scheduled for an epidural yesterday for my birthday. So for my birthday, I get an epidural. And so I explained that to the nurse practitioner. She said, so what do you want to do? Do you just want to get something? I said, I just need something to manage the pain for the next 12, 18 hours, just so I can get this epi and I can get some sleep and whatever. So they get me out of the ER with all of the sick people, because there's RSV floating around and COVID and all that stuff. Robin and I are wearing masks, the whole bit. And then so they get me over to another area and give me the good drugs by injection right on my hip,
Nice.
where the pain was and all of that. And within 20 minutes, I started feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
And then I got home. They gave me Norco, which is Tylenol with codeine and stuff like that. And so I pop that in, and I go to sleep. And the next day, I get over here to the pain management center, and they do the epi. And hey,
have you not had an MRI?
Oh yeah, I've had several MRIs, and no, it's a herniated L5.
Okay,
which is the lowest.
S1. Yeah, it's the L5 and S1.
L5 and S1. So you know what it is.
I know what it is because they did a disectomy on mine.
Oh,
I hobbled into surgery, and then I was literally walking out 3 hours later.
Yeah,
nice.
I'm honestly surprised they have not opted to go that route yet.
Yeah, you know what? Right now, because I've got such bad, such crazy spine issues. I have a cervical disc replacement coming up on the 10th. Jesus Christ. And then, and this happened. So they're going to do the disc replacement. It's not a fusion. It's an actual disc replacement.
Oh, that's good.
Because I wasn't going for a fusion. I said it's either going to be disc replacement or nothing.
If you get a fusion, you're screwing the rest of your back. You might get 5 years out of the other vertebrae, and then it's an accordion at that point.
And that's it.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they
went in. I mean, they went through mine. They just literally, I got an inch scar just on my lower back, and they just rotor-rooted all the stuff that was bulging out, and it was immediate relief, which I'm honestly surprised they haven't done that.
Not yet, because this was the first. Because this was the first. Because when they decided on doing the cervical, I ended up getting 2 epis before they decided to do the cervical.
Cool.
Jeez.
Jeez, Eric, how's the Navy for you? How's the Navy?
I know.
It's all that time in the airships and all that other stuff.
Exactly, man. It's
hard,
crazy.
Man.
But
big people aren't meant to be in submarines, man.
Huh?
Yeah. Big people aren't meant to be in submarines. They're not.
No, yeah. So no, and I was on a carrier, so hey, I was good. But
it's but still, man, that's horrible, man. You must have been. I spoke to you yesterday, man. You were like, oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, so basically, they're going to take care of the cervical, and then maybe in a few months, I'll talk to my orthopedic surgeon about dealing with the L5. That's one. We'll see where we're at. We'll do another MRI and all that stuff, and we'll see where we're at.
I mean, in my opinion, granted, this is coming from me. I mean, if I had a neck issue, which I've never had a neck issue other than just sore muscles, but I couldn't walk. I had to use a cane. So I know how the L5 and S1 is. If it were me, I would tell my docs, like, we need to tackle this one because it affects ability to move, sleep, do everything else.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, trust me, this one, my range of motion is like,
it's better than no motion when you can't move.
But hey, So they
next
so they
hurt.
just did an MRI on my cervical this morning because we had to do another one before the surgery because the other one, my last MRI is like a year old. And so they did that. That went fine. And did I mention I'm like, when it comes to MRIs, I'm like incredibly claustrophobic when it comes to MRIs, especially when it comes to the cervical. So
they don't make tubes.
like,
They make tubes that'll fit Dan, but anybody wider than Dan,
thank you.
it doesn't work.
It
Yeah.
doesn't work. It's like it doesn't.
You got to get that open MRI thing. You walk in.
There's
you know,
no such thing as an open
there's no
MRI.
such thing as an open MRI.
it's semi-open.
One is open one end and the other. That's it.
And then there's a big tube that you're like this. Don't move. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
So-
I'm pretty. I feel you on the claustrophobia because I've been there, you know. But it was because that's one of the reasons why I don't fly anymore. You know, it's all claustrophobic. Even though I could be in a car, I can't be in a plane. It's like kind of it's a weird selective thing. And you know, I went. You know, it was funny. My wife thought I was going to freak out. I went into an F-16 full 3D motion flight simulator. Like you were in an enclosed and flipping and everything, and I was able to do that. So I'm thinking maybe it's time to get back on a plane. So
it also depends. For me, it's a control issue. I can
it's a
control the
total
driving.
control issue. Yeah,
I can't
total.
control the airplane or the idiots that are aboard that want to do stupid things sometimes.
I'm just you know, if I was a pilot, I probably could do it.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
You can just turn the darn thing around and go back
I'll probably end up like that Kennedy that flew into the mountain, but I mean, it'll be okay. Too soon? Too soon?
Yeah, well, I'll tender there.
So, and from what I'm reading here in the chat, we got a few people who've had
back issues. Yeah.
Back issues, yeah. So
I see George and Dan. Dan has a fusion. George's wife is fused from neck to above from the neck to just above the that's her whole back. She's fused. Oh my God. Kevin, the same thing. Navy jacked up his back too.
I'm telling you, the military is not good for your body at all. We will use and abuse it.
Hey, listen, I wasn't in the military and my body's screwed. So
yeah, I mean,
don't worry, me and Eric will tell you some stories if you want.
I tell you, man, it's thanks, because of all this is happening. Yeah, titanium and everything. Yeah, I'm more than 6 million. I'm gonna be the 20 million.
Hey, well, I mean, we're just happy you're back and you're in good spirits and
for the most part, because I'm still gonna buy all this extra stuff to help me with my sleep and everything. Like I'm gonna be buying like pillows and all these things to try to help keep my vertebra, in a certain, nice and straight or the way it's supposed to be. I'm gonna start side sleeping a little bit. More
curved in the right way.
Yes, curved in the right way. So I'll be. I ordered one of those leg and knee pillows, so I can sleep on my side.
Did you get the swan pillow? The swan pillow? Did you get that? Have you seen the swan pillow?
I've never even heard of.
Oh, you got to look up the swan pillow. It's all over the TV here. It's dreadful. It's a dreadful big pillow. It's like having another dog.
We all know you want one of those, Dan. Don't deny it.
I got one sitting right here, just chilling.
A nice Hawk 150. Yeah, if I can, you know what? That'll make me feel better. I'm like crushed. I can't lift this thing. Oh, good God.
I'm telling you. Quaaludes work wonders. I got plenty of Xanax. That'll be fine. I got Xanax and 600 milligram Tylenol. So,
dude, I mean, Tyler, I'm going to admit something to you, and I'll admit it right here on AstroWorld. episode of
recorded.
Constellation
It's already being recorded. You don't have to.
You don't have to. Night. I should have kept that 152, dude.
Yeah.
I really should have kept that 152.
What if I could say I could probably get you one?
You know what? If it's carbon fiber and all that stuff, I might be able to, get away with that.
It is. Well, that's the only thing that we make the 152s.
Yep.
Yeah, because they're
too heavy in aluminum, man. You're crazy.
Yo, God, yes, God, yeah. I mean,
yeah. I mean, Eric, I can get you one.
They're about 27, 28 pounds.
Yeah, it's 28 pounds or 26 pounds. Yeah, they're in the high 20s.
Yeah, in the high 20s. Yeah,
I'll message you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm in no rush, but I tell you that, I was like, but see, the thing is now, I'll be honest, I probably won't be able to utilize it now unless I do it outside of the pod, because I'd have to get extension. Unless
maybe
an extension or something.
Maybe, but I'll message you.
That's fine. Like I said, it's not a big deal. I'm just saying that's one I probably shouldn't have let go.
That's okay.
It's why we know people, Eric. It's why we.
Yeah, that's it. That's why we know people.
Don't worry, I'll catch you.
What is that? Friends help friends buy Astro gear.
That's it. That's it.
Friends help friends buy more affordable Astro gear.
Yeah.
Oof. All right. So.
Get another pod. That's what DB is saying. Get another pod.
Yeah, DB, you got to come over this spring because we got to figure out something at my house, like tear down something somewhere.
It's called pick up the house and move.
Yeah.
That
would be nice. It is on. You know what? It's only on a slab. There's no basement, so I mean, I guess we could jack it up.
Well, the problem is you pull out all your plumbing, but that's here nor there.
But the plumbing's underneath. Where is the plumbing? It's underneath the slab and coming up.
Yeah, but everything that's hooked up to sinks is attached to the plumbing, especially your bathtub, toilets, everything.
Don't need them. Bathing is overrated. Bathing is overrated. It's fine.
Go outside like they did years ago. Go outside.
Got my outhouse outside. But
George has got a good point. The full-time RV life is the way to do it. Well, take AstroWorld TV on the road.
Oh, I'd be divorced in a week.
I doubt it.
All right, 3 days.
Okay, day and a half. Maybe she could take her law stuff on the road and help people as you go.
Oh, there you go. The traveling lawyer. There you go.
Traveling affordable lawyer.
There you go.
Just slow.
All right, so we're on beginners night, right? I know Eric, you had a topic that you want to go over. I know Tyler, you had a topic you wanted to go over. We also have and screw you, Dave Schaefer. Islanders goal. Sorry, but so who wants to go first? Who wants to go first? I mean, Eric looks like he's eating.
Yeah, I'll let Eric eat. He needs to gain his strength.
Yeah, he does. Just don't bend too far over to get to that fork. Okay.
I know, right? Bring the fork to the food. Bring the fork to you. Eric, off topic. I gotta tell you the horror story that my wife had just to have gallbladder surgery taken out. Oh my god! It's
my god! My wife's going through that. It's a freaking mess.
I'll have to tell you later because all these guys will get very bored and drab real quick.
Yeah, we'll have to chat offline.
Oh yeah. So I know George is in the audience, and he sent me a message on Discord. He was curious about harmonic drive mounts. Obviously, we as amateur astronomers versus intermediate, however you want to pronounce it, we want the latest and greatest stuff. Now, is strain wave the future of where astronomy is going because of the precision that harmonic drives can do as far as guiding? But his thought was on the Pegasus Astro Nix 101 compared to the AM5. Other than payload capacity, are they the both same strain wave? or is the Nix deck and RA the strain wave, or is it just an RA on the strain wave? You know, what do beginners need to look for other than payload? Because that's what everybody seems to be fixed on, is payload capacity. What if I'm a beginner that's just starting into the hobby, has no idea what to get, but I'm wanting to get something that's affordable to an extent with a decent amount of payload, and it's easy to adapt to any Windows, Linux, ASI Air, whatever program I want to use, ASCOM compliant, if you will.
Yep.
Hey, that's a really interesting topic, because you know what, there's a couple of things, and you hit on it once already. Some of these strain wave mounts, you got to be real careful, because some of them, even some of the expensive ones, only have strain wave in one axis. So it's pretty shocking to me that certain, I hate to say it, but even the Rainbow, the Rainbow 300, RST 300,
Yep.
it's only got harmonic in one axis, and it's only got a break in one axis. I'm sorry, it's got a harmonic in both. It's only got a break, and that's another thing that we should look for, because you're going to want that emergency brake, right? God forbid something happens and you lose power.
Yeah.
That telescope could go woof, and
Real
there
quick.
goes your scope, you know. So you want to make sure you got a break in both axes, That's the first thing. And I believe I'm pretty sure the AM5 has it in both. I know that the Nix has it in both. And the Nix and the AM5 also have harmonic in both axes as well. So
Okay.
that's the first thing. Now, if we're putting apples to apples as AM5 to Pegasus, because that's what I'm hearing, you really need to think about a couple of things. One, are you in that ZWO ecosystem? That's the first thing. So if you're in that ZWO ecosystem, there's nothing wrong with the AM5 or the AM3 for that matter. They're both great mounts.
Yeah.
You know, they're really good. Now, if you're over that, if you're over that payload capacity, which is what I am a lot, I went for the Nix. I went for the Nix. I love the Nix. I think it's a really awesome mount. Yeah, some of these mounts are kind of clunky with software sometimes. People complain about the Unity software. But once you got it down, you're good to go. There's no problem.
Yeah.
Just like anything else. People complain about QHY drivers, right? All the time.
Jesus.
Once you get it down, you're good to go, right?
Yeah. It just takes you a minute to get there.
Well, it depends. Sometimes, like, I get lucky with my QHY. I've had 3 QHY cameras, and I've never had a problem with the drivers. I just followed the instructions. You follow the instructions, and you don't plug it in before you do the drivers, you're fine. A lot of people plug it in and do everything, and then they screw things up. So, you got to know the quirks. Now, if you're in the ASI Air and you're in that, knock yourself out. Not saying that the AM5, the AM3 aren't compatible with ASCOM and all that. They are. So nothing's stopping you from doing anything. But if you're looking to do apples to apples from the AM3, 5, and Nix, the Nix has got a 44-pound payload capacity with no counterweights. So
there you go, George. You can do the 165 with the Nix. Because I think that was one of George's.
Well, the only thing with that I would worry about is the length of the tube to the legs. So you should probably get the standoff rods with the Nix, and get all 6. A lot of people say you could do it with 3. I would get all 6 just for the extra stability.
Yeah.
Other than that, 44 pounds. I mean, how much does a 165 weigh?
It's in the 20-pound range, just like the 152.
Plus your, 7 pounds worth of cameras, filters, and all 8 pounds.
Well, I don't know if George has got a moonlight on that one or not.
Yeah, but you're taking one focuser off, you're putting one on. I mean,
Yeah. So I mean, it's not that. It's definitely not that bad for sure.
yeah, Dave, that's an awesome point. So I had this discussion with a gentleman, and he had a really expensive harmonic mount, and I know Alba. I saw your videos. I want you back on the show, by the way, Kate. So come on, gonna have you come back on and hang out with us again. So you were a lot of fun. You are a lot of fun. You got to come back on.
She is.
But
She really is.
yeah, she really is. So you know, the bigger the tube, and not only the bigger the length of the tube, but the further away you are from the center of mass, the more, I don't care if you got harmonic or not, the more strain you're going to put on the gearing. Now, just for an example, let's take, I don't know, pretend this camera, even this camera, doesn't weigh much, right? When I'm holding it close to my body, right? Because I'm close and I got my elbow tucked into my ribs and everything. So I go like this. Now pretend this is a 25-pound telescope now, right? Or 30-pound telescope or 40-pound. Now extend that out away from your center of mass like that and hold it there for 8 hours. I will
that's
tell
easy.
you. What's
It's
that?
easy physics. It's easy physics.
Yeah, but people don't think now some people think because they have a harmonic mount that if you turn it off, it'll stay there. No matter how far out you are, it'll stay there.
No,
No,
that's
it won't.
it's like
It's
rifle
called
drills.
it's called gravity drag.
Yeah.
That it just if you're in a if you're in an observatory and you turn the sucker off, and next morning you're waking up and the scope is against your peer.
Ugh.
And you're wondering what's going on. You can't do that. You know who has a really good graphic of it? It was Astrophysics has a really good. I wish I could pull it up, but it has a graphics on how the distance away from the center of mass affects the drag of the scope and the weight. It like literally it like doubles and triples as you get further out. It's out of control. But go check it out. But it's really really not a smart thing to do. So
No. I mean, especially when you're using. I mean, it's just physics. The mass movement of inertia. It's going to eventually, and it's a motor.
yeah,
Motors give out over time. It's just it is what it is.
yep, MMI, yep.
Yeah, I mean, and it's crazy how that works. But that's really all I really had. I mean, because you got harmonic drives mounts, then you got normal belt mounts, then you have I don't know. It's there's a lot of options for beginners out there. I mean, what do you tell beginners, Dan, when someone calls you and wants to order stuff, other than the fact what's your budget? What are you telling people?
Oh,
To
the first thing that I ask people is this: tell me what you want to take a picture of. Tell me what you want to image. Is it large deep sky objects? Is it small deep sky objects? Is it Milky Way? Is it whatever? Tell me what you want to take a picture of. If you could take a picture of anything in the world, what would it be?
yeah, that's a good. I mean, that's a good observation, or at least a good question.
You
And
know,
what is the one that I hear the most is I want to take a picture of planets. I want to take a picture of deep sky objects.
yep.
Like, okay, that's great.
Hey.
I'm at there's then you're kind of limiting yourself with mounts.
Right.
Almost
Exactly.
at that point.
And listen, there is something to be said for if you're doing planetary. There's something to be said for the like even the next star line, the simple 8 Next Star SE.
Yep.
Again, planetary, you could do some short deep sky imaging, you could get, some versatility there with the reducer, right? Eric, you had the 8-inch SE. That was their first scope that Robin bought you, right? So, You know, my first scope was the 8-inch LX200 from Meade. So I mean,
Yeah.
you know, there is a lot of versatility there from the Schmidt Cassegrains, but the issue is, and if you're buying a dual fork mount like I did with the Meade, you really need to defork that thing if you want it to go anywhere, or put it on a wedge. And you know, the wedge makes things a lot heavier. And then you got the big mount, and it's this 8-inch scope, and it's a 2000 millimeter focal length scope, which you can knock it down to 1400 with the reducer or whatever, get a 0.7 reducer, you know, and do all that. But if you just want to get started out with planetary, you could do some really nice planetary with an 8-inch because you're just doing video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you really are. I mean, you can do
Yep.
it with a refractor. You have to do a Barlow or a focal extender. I mean, because I've seen a lot of people do them with 127s refractors.
Yeah.
Or a 152. I mean, they're definitely doable. I mean, because that's a lot of mirror.
Yeah.
That is a whole lot of mirror in 8-inch. And I'm not a big, I haven't messed enough with SCTs to be the glorified expert like Eric has, and you, Dan.
No, I dumped the SCTs real quick. I dumped them.
After I'm done collimating 100 of them every day.
Yeah, I'm done with. You know what? Every once in a while, you get that aperture fever itch, where you kind. I want to get, into, the pillars of creation, or I want to get into the ring nebula, or I want to get into these small planetaries, and I want to get into planetary itself. You know, sometimes you need that focal length to do that. You know, galaxy season coming up, right? Coming up real fast. Well, next year is January. Next thing you know, it'll be March. Messier marathon's coming, and then you're deep into, from March to May, you're in galaxy season, right? So, hey, there's something to be said there. But I tell people, and it could be wrong, but this is my take on it. And but if you are just learning, and Eric, we've spoken about this on the show a lot, and feel free to chime in if you're done chewing. But in my opinion, and I'm fortunate that most of us started out this way. In my opinion, the Schmidt Cassegrain is not the place to start for astro imaging. Maybe you guys could chime in on that, why and all that. So,
astro imaging itself is so complicated in itself, in its own right. I mean, if you're used to using a Schmidt for visual, or a Newtonian for visual thing, if you're used to it, then you know how to collimate. But for someone who is new to astronomy and they've just discovered Astro Backyard, or or Dylan, or Luke, or any of these guys, and say, "Oh, I want to try this. I want to do this," and then they go on to an astronomy store, or they get online to an astronomy store. What's many times one of the first images or first telescopes that they see? It's the orange 8SE.
Yeah.
Right? It's one of the first ones you usually see because it is so popular. It is such a popular telescope, but it is not intended it's not intended for imaging. It is intended for visual. It's intended as a introduction to astronomy.
Yep.
Okay. It's a learning tool to learn astronomy and all of that, and just trying to make out in that small 1 1/4, 25-degree plossel that they give you, trying to make out the little fuzz balls that could end up being, oh yeah, I see. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see the Whirlpool Galaxy. Oh yeah, I see M13 or stuff like that. Is that what it looks like? Is this like it's nothing but a big ball of snot, things like that. It is not built for that.
Yeah.
And for someone who's come from that, and I started out with the 8SE. It's I quickly, after I took my first few images with it, said this isn't correct. This isn't the right one. So what did I do? Robin got me the 8SE in April. By July, I had William Optics GT71.
Hey, Bill.
You know, I had a William Optics GT71. I had an AVX mount. I had all these other tools. I was learning all these other things, auto guiding and all this other sort of stuff.
Yep.
Because I discovered that the initial tool I had, while it was great, and I love Robin for getting it for me, I was quickly, I'm not going to say bored with it, because I wasn't bored with it, because I spent a lot of great time with my kids with it.
Right.
But for what I wanted to do, taking my astronomy to the next level, it wasn't the one.
Yeah.
So that's why I quickly, like I said, from April and in July, it's like what? That's like 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question then, because you and I had very similar paths as far as where we went. You eventually went to the RASA. I didn't go there. But what made you change from a 2000 millimeter reflector, sorry, Schmidt-Cassegrain grain, to a 71 refractor? What were you looking at to make that decision? Because there is a big difference.
There's a big difference. One, just learning from, as I mentioned, Trevor and others, AstroStace and others. One, that long of a focal length in trying to auto guide, you've got to be accurate. You got to be really, really accurate with your auto guiding. And everyone was saying, if you're going to have a Schmidt-Cassegrain, because of the long focal length, now you need to look into an off-axis guider, which would bring in more complications to what I'm attempting to do. And I needed to start easy. You know, I needed baby steps to get to where I am now. So getting a 71 millimeter with a 420 millimeter focal length, which gave me a nice wide focal length, and and overall spending, you know, and getting an inexpensive auto guider setup with a guide scope that already came, the FLT already came with, you know, the GT71 already came with a guide scope.
Yep.
And all that, and it came with a reducer. So I went from 420 down to 388 or 338.
Super wide at this point. Super
wide. And then I got and then I was able to then use my DSLR for a while with that whole setup. It was just so much more forgiving. It was much, and I was able to really pull together with the help of, you know, utilizing at the time backyard EOS and then APT. It gave me, and I was able to really create these really cool initial images and say, wow, it was so much more forgiving. And it was so much, it made things so much easier on my journey. You know, that's why I made the change. And now I can say, after 6 years or so, now I can go back to the Schmidt. Now I can go back to the Rasa and everything else, because I've had experience now. Where that I, you know, those first few months, if I attempt to continue that way, we wouldn't be talking here. This would be totally different. You know, I wouldn't have probably met you guys or anything like that, because I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. I mean, it's you know, it's interesting because, you know, actually my first telescope. I'm thinking about it. I had to think back even further because as Tyler is so fond of telling me how old I am. I,
Because you are old.
my first telescope was actually an orange tube C8 with what I thought was go to, and I didn't do my research because it said tracking on it. It said it tracks. It's like, cool. So I took it and I put it together, and this mount, and it's really a death trap. This whole thing, it's like just putting it on the wedge, you pinch a finger, and you can't turn the altitude knobs. You can't, forget about the wintertime turning that knob that you got to forget it. It's crazy. So, and what tracking was is that time. Now, what you did was you polar aligned, if you could. Imagine a polar line. Now, think about this. Think about it. I'm gonna pull a view to a kill thing.
Oh boy.
Oh, dear.
Imagine you're on a nice summer night. You're at the beach. The transparency is wonderful. The seeing is the best you've ever had it. You're out there with your lovely AM5 and your GT71. Actually, make it the 8-inch, and you're out there, and you're getting ready to polar align. Do this all with your eyes closed. Really think about this. Now think about it if the pole master never came out. What a disaster polar alignment is, right? It takes forever, when you sit there and you polar align, then you say you're tracking. This is what happened with the C8. You take this nice long gray wire and you plug it to a plug somewhere, and you stick it right in the bottom of the base in the hole of your wedge, and now it starts moving. And that's it. It just tracks what you're pointing at. It doesn't go to anything. So that telescope went in a nice box and went right into a closet for about 5.5 years. Then the LX200 came out. And that's how, then the reason why I'm bringing this up, because Eric, you said you kind of went backwards, right? You went back to, after you learned a little bit, you went back to. So I did the same thing. I said, I learned the sky with a go-to mount. That's how I learned it. I learned where things were that way. I said, okay, you know what? I'm a little bit of a video gamer, so I counted it as a game. So I said, okay, go to M31. Okay, boom. All right, I'm there. Then I would take the telescope and I would just totally screw up the alignment and then see if I can find it again manually. And I would look. I'd be like, okay, cool. I got it. All right. Redo the alignment. Go to M13. All right. M13. Boom. All right. Boom. That's where it is. Here's the map. That's where it is. Okay. Screw it up. Put it back. See if I can get it. I got it. Good. And move on. That's how I learned the sky. And then I started doing all that kind of stuff. And then I went back again. I bought an 18-inch Obsession. And I started finding things out with the nice long 1800 millimeter F4 light bucket, huge light bucket. And it was so much fun. Even in the crappy skies of New York, you were able to see quite a lot with an 18-inch mirror. It was pretty cool. I do remember digital setting circles. I hated them. They were dreadful. I hated it.
I mean, for me, I ended up getting the AVX, right?
Yep.
And I was doing polar alignment in the winter, in the cold,
Nope.
with the polar scope.
Nope.
Nope.
You know how fast that got old? That got old the first week.
You see that hair on Eric's chin, that gray? That
That's
didn't
still
happen the last couple of years.
That's
This
still
happened when he got that scope.
That's happened when I got that AVX. And then
It's still
polar
snow.
alignment. And then, trust me, and going down that rabbit hole again. Because I remember it had to be like early October, and it was snow, and earlier mid-October, it was snowing here. and here I am trying to polar align. And I said, "To hell with this." Then all of a sudden, I'm on YouTube. I'm doing this, doing that, and again, here's Trevor showing the
there you go.
the pole master.
Yeah.
Here's Trevor showing the pole master. Align success, align success.
I'm telling you, it's awesome.
I was like, sold.
Yeah.
And in that very next week,
I was imaging.
$250 later or whatever it was, boom, had that sucker on that mountain. That was it. And then I love Avalons. Avalons,
yeah,
awesome.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
But yeah, so polar alignment was now so easy. Didn't have to struggle anymore. Wasn't getting my knees and my jeans all wet from getting down onto the snow. I wasn't freezing my butt off or anything like that.
And let me tell you, that pole master and the technology and the algorithm that they used, it really shocks the crap out of me that how something like that didn't come out sooner. Oh, look, let's take a picture of that star. Let's go to this star and we'll figure out the triangulate everything. And then we'll do the math. We got all the star maps on software. It's okay. So let's do it. And then we'll put it in a way that people can understand up, down, right, left. And we're done.
Yep.
But,
I mean, for me, it was that. And then I got the that Star Sense.
Sure.
The Star Sense camera, because I had the AVX. So Celestron, it all works together.
What,
boom.
the one with the digital thing on the back, Star Sense?
No, it's like a GPS.
The camera.
It's a little camera that you attach.
The alignment camera. So you can know, okay, because it would plate solve for you. Because this was before I even understood plate solving and all this stuff. So I hooked this up with, because it only works with a Celestron mount. So I had the AVX, I had the Star Sense camera, hooked that sucker up, and I said, okay, go to M42.
Are you talking about? I'm still thinking 20 years ago. I'm thinking.
No.
I was like Star Sense camera. I'm like
this thing.
I know it. Yeah, I know what the Star Sense is, but that's up within the last 5 years. That's been around.
That's what I'm saying.
So, I'm thinking about that Celestron, the original Celestron auto guider that they came out with the orange display in the back.
Oh God.
That was the most dreadful. I bought that too for like $400, and it was like the most worthless piece of whatever. It was horrible.
And I mean, so and fast forward now, and everybody's talking about the ASI Air. When the ASI Air came out, just like the Pole Master, total game changer.
Yep.
ASI Air came, total game changer.
Yep.
And I'm talking about the original, the little white Raspberry Pi plastic. That better than that Stellar Mate that you tossed into the river. You chucked that over into the Hudson probably, or something like that. But that one just kept getting better and better and better.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
And Dave was talking about the one that Mead had, the imager that Mead had, and I remember that it was a deep.
Oh, I remember that Mead.
Yeah, it was one with all the fake heat sink on the back, and it was called the DSI. And I'll never forget. I bought that thing, and because I had the Mead, and I was a Mead fanboy at the time, and so I bought the Mead DSI when it came out. Great. The chip was like the size of a pinhead. I mean, it was small as hell. But let me tell you something. It had something that they called magic focus in it, and there was 2 yellow arrows, one pointing this way, one pointing this way, and somehow it got a number. It wasn't called FWHM. It wasn't called FHD. I don't know what it was, but this line was moving like this in between the two arrows, and you wanted to get the line in between the two arrows, and that was it. That was just hard. Yeah, man, the Auto Star Suite. What a piece of crap that was. That was horrible. It was the worst thing ever. Yeah, it would be magic if it would focus. It was horrible. And that was the beginning of the end for me. That was just hard. That breakthrough to that was just horrible. You just saw the writing in the sky saying, "Quit now, quit, stop."
Yeah. Yeah. I remember I had, before Robin got me the 8SC, we were living in my previous house. And I was telling her, I want to get back into astronomy and all that stuff. And I ended up, now she didn't buy it. I bought this like on eBay or something. I can't remember. It was a Meade. I want to say maybe it was a refractor.
Like a Polaris or Infinity.
Something like that. With the 0.9625 eyepieces.
Yeah, the 0.9, yeah.
Yeah, the 0.9s, and I'm just like, what the hell did I buy? What did I just buy?
Yep.
I tried so hard even to find, hey, can I get other eyepieces? Something that'll give me more relief and this, that, and they're like, and I kept trying to inquire about this. They're like, no, not for that scope. No.
Yeah,
you
no.
stuck with the 0.9.
Yeah, the 0.965s were just horrible. They was like kind of like Betamax, It kind of was. It was a wonderful idea when it started with, and then it just disappeared. It was horrible.
Yeah. Now the 6000 triplet is one of the best that Meade made. That Apo, that 6000 Apo is one of the best triplets that Meade had made.
Yep, it was good.
Flat out.
My red Tasco from 1980.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, Meade has hit some homers. They've hit some homers, and then they've also grounded out several times.
Well, in all fairness now, and I'm hoping that Orion does a little something with them, because what the Schmidt-Cassegrain area of telescopes needs is competition. I'll be dead honest with you. It needs competition because there is none right now. Think about it.
Yeah.
When you think SCT, what do you think?
Celestron.
Who else makes SCTs?
Well,
nobody.
Who else makes SCTs? Exactly.
I'm sure if I think about it, I could think of another SCT maker. But I mean, it's just the RCX 400. Ooh, that's like Shingles doesn't care. Ooh, so it's like, yeah, you don't want to touch that. You don't want to touch that RCX 400. That was a complete
Remember
disaster.
Tasha Long made that telescope? Oh my god.
Of course I remember those.
Oh man.
I remember those. Sure. I love and listen, for those of you newbies out there and if you see anything, because they've been coming out a lot with the holidays and stuff like that, buyer freaking beware. If something tells you that it could go up to 400x and comes with a cardboard box no bigger than this, it's not going to do that. Whatever picture they put on the box is not real.
That's not real.
It's not real.
Come on now, be realistic, Danny.
I'm trying to educate people. Don't buy crap.
You'll barely be able to make out the moon.
If you're buying it for your 3-year-old, go get it. $59, have a day. They'll see the moon. They'll love it. It'll be great. If you're buying it because you actually want to see something,
forget about Jupiter.
Buy once, cry once a little bit. You don't have to spend $10,000 on a rig, but you know what?
Yeah, you
do. Buy a buy a Dob, buy a larger refractor, buy a little bit more, spend $500 and get like that. What is it? The LCM 114 from Celestron. It's the 5-inch reflector with the Barlow in it. You get something like that. Get something to start with. It's fine.
Yeah.
But you don't have to sit there and you will literally sit there and spend 3 hours in frustration. I'm trying to save you 3 hours in frustration. Don't spend $59 on a scope. Spend $200 and get like the Star Sense. Get the Star Sense refractor, the Star Sense LT90. Get that, and it'll point you to what you want to look at from your cell phone. It's that easy.
Yep.
1 billion power for only $49.99. You can see the moon with this telescope for $50. You know, I could see it for free with my eye just as good.
Yep, just as good.
So
Just
the Star Seeker.
It's a Celestron product.
Star
It's their
Seeker?
entry level.
Is that
I
new?
believe so. Nah,
I thought the hot thing was the Star Sense.
maybe that's. I thought it was a Star Seeker. Yeah, it's a Celestron scope.
Yeah, the Star Seeker.
Sense.
Which one
It's
is
a
the Star Seeker?
Star Sense. I never.
No,
heard
it's
of
The Star Sense refractor. And
yeah, the Star Sense. So there is a Celestron Star Seeker. It's let's see. It's the 114 go-to. That's kind of like what I was talking about before, but it's tough to find. You can't find them. But the Star Sense is really, really pretty awesome. I think that's awesome. The Star Sense uses your cell phone. The Star Seeker actually has a go-to hand control panel.
Here's this one. I'll just share my screen real quick. Boop.
Built-in camera.
Boop. Nope, wrong one. Dadgummit. Yeah, this will it kick over? Nope, it's not going to kick over. VMix got too complicated now, didn't it?
No, you flipped over. You're there.
No, it flips over, but it's not the screen that I want.
Oh, you got to choose which screen. Yeah.
Yeah, let me get out of it, and then there it is. Boom. It's called Beaver Lab. It comes with a red dot. It comes with a manual mount. It comes with a camera. It's 500 millimeters of focal length. And it's got a camera in it.
Huh.
It's pretty weird. It's pretty neat on it. Like you got, it just plops down on the tripod. Tripod's built pretty well. You have your lock handle here to move the azimuth. And then there's a little knob on the other side here that you can loosen up, and it will, so you can move around in the altitude or altitude. That's your focus wheel. Comes with a red dot. I mean, it's a smart little thing.
Yeah, it looks like the Star Seeker. I'm reading the manual for the Star Seeker. I don't see a camera in it. But I do know the Star Sense works with your cell phone camera. But I don't know. Oh, the C Star. Yeah, you that's ZWO. That's like this right here. There you go. The C Star. Yes, that is the hottest thing also. The C Star is it's got the camera, it's got like I think it's a 50 millimeter scope in there.
It's a 50 millimeter scope with 2 filters in it.
It's got solar filter.
Solar filter that is included.
Yep.
Auto tracking, it does it all.
It works with this. You put it outside, you start drinking, and then you look at your phone every hour or two. And
Yeah. You just
put it on your network. You could do it outside, leave it outside. Say, hey, babe, look at this. There you go.
It's
kind of neat. Expensive. It's $500
competitor.
You can do it.
Yeah. And I just got these 2 in, and one's gone already. It's going to be gone in a second.
That's a terrible thing to be, Dan.
I need to buy more. I just can't afford it.
Yeah.
But one, do you want to go ahead and do your presentation, Dan, and then we'll hop into
Image of the week.
Or do you want to wait because we're getting close to?
Yeah, no, I could wait because we're already at an hour and a half almost as it is.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
that's
unfortunately,
fine.
I got to take my oldest boy to basketball practice. I don't know who the hell decided to have basketball practice at 9 o'clock, but they need their teeth kicked in.
9 o'clock at night.
And 9 o'clock at night for kids basketball practice.
Yeah.
What
I'm going to have a heart to heart with the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell is that? That makes no
What
sense.
the hell is that kind of mess?
Yeah. Yeah.
No
it's fun to
kind of
watch him
sense
struggle
on
to
that.
run, though. It is fun to watch him struggle, though.
You are such a masochist.
Well, you know,
Jeez.
you know.
Yeah.
Guys, it's fun to catch up with everybody as always. Eric,
Absolutely.
I'll message you about the potential of your 152 finding a new home.
There you go.
Yeah. That's no problems, no rush. Like I said, not a rush because Robin will probably be like, "What the hell are you doing?" She's like, "Oh hell no!" She's like, "Oh hell no! Oh hell no! No!
See, the good thing is you don't have to worry about a case. You just stand it up, and it's a small dancing pole. Dancing pole.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's you're like, woo!
I could just imagine Eric in a Speedo with the dancing pole.
Oh, good God!
You had to take it to the Speedo level. I wasn't going to go there.
I could have said the Borat swimsuit.
I would have rather you said that,
God.
All right.
Me and Robin were just talking about that. Oh my God.
Y'all have fun now. I'm going to go have nightmares for the rest of the night. Thank you.
All right. Right?
I'm glad I can help you out.
Yeah,
don't worry. I'll get you back later. Don't worry.
You feel good, Dan, and now that you've scarred Tyler, for the evening, ready for the weekend.
Said I've known Tyler for about 5 years now. He's been scarred way before I got to him. So
no, you just made it worse. You scratched off the scar tissue and reopened the wound.
You started.
There you go.
Y'all are too much fun. But gentlemen, you guys have fun. Eric, we'll be in touch.
Yes, sir.
Dan, I'm sure I'll hear from you probably tomorrow. If I'm
probably. Actually, I'm working my real job tomorrow, so maybe
Blasphemer.
not. I know. Crazy.
All right, fix the stinking whatever machine, the McFlurry machine, would you?
No.
Shit's still broke.
Goodbye.
So later, Tyler.
Have fun, man.
Yep. Hey.
Later.
Yeah. All right. Good to
Yes.
catch up with Tyler. Happy New Year, bro.
Yep. Absolutely.
So,
and Dennis, Mead still makes Schmitz. They do. So, but they're still on the comeback trail, I guess you could say. So, Celestron is still the number one kind of, maker of SCTs.
Yeah, they are.
So, Mead is still out there, and they're trying to make a comeback. And my buddies over at Mead and Orion is definitely giving it a shot. Yeah, they make F8s too. They make F8s. Yep.
So let's take a look here real quick at image of the week.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you.
We're almost at time.
I gotta have dinner. I haven't had dinner yet.
While I've been eating,
It's 9:30. We've been working on that graphic for the past hour and a half. So.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, well, it works.
Oh, I started. Well, that's good. I started my blog.
You did?
Yeah, finally started. Got WordPress and all that stuff, but I can't use Elementor unless I upgrade to Creator.
Yep.
So, okay, so I'm using the whatever they've given me.
So WordPress.
It's coming along.
Yeah, so
I'm figuring it out, so it's all good.
Hey,
Astro with Eric is coming soon.
There you go.
AstroWithEric.com rather.
Nice.
Is coming soon. But yeah, we can. Let me start getting this ready.
Bring it on up.
And we can. me go here. And let me get to the YOP. Okay, so we're at 130 for image of the year. We had 130 votes as of now, and 36 for the last image of the week of December 2023. So let's do a quick recap here. And let me share my screen. So again, we had 130 votes so far, and that winner will get that Optilon quad band, courtesy of Sean Nielsen from visibledarks.ca. So, as we know, Harold Soso won Image of the Week last week. Congratulations again, Harold, for your M31. It's a great image. This week, our entries were M33, the Triangulum Galaxy by Dave Schaefer. E-Bubble Nebula by Mark Ellis, Phoenix Astro. And M42 by M42. The meaning, that is the answer to the meaning of life.
Now, it's the answer to the ultimate question.
Ah, yes, thank you, to the ultimate question.
But nobody knew the
42.
question. So
yeah, no one knew the question, but the answer is 42.
Although then they pulled out some Scrabble pieces and they said, "What do you get when you multiply 6 by 9?" Anyway, moving on.
So the Orion Nebula by Kevin Rosso, 37 votes. Polling is now closed. And the winner is...
The winner is...
Kevin Rosso,
With
M42, with 18 votes.
All right, Kev.
Kevin, M42, congratulations.
All right, and I will have all the pictures updated for the music, so because I know they're a little bit old, so I'm gonna update all of them. So
congratulations, Kevin. Your image here will be going up here to the top very soon.
There you go.
Get that up here. So
very good.
Congratulations.
Nice job, Kev.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and stop this guy.
Hey, not
All
for
right.
nothing, but we had, I think I saw 40 watchers as a peak concurrent tonight. So that's the highest we've been in a while.
Wow, and only 7 thumbs up, unless real life here.
Let me refresh. I see 3.
18 thumbs up.
18.
And we had at one point we had 40. Come on, guys.
Oh man.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm going to work on some more graphics as the year goes on. Next year is, this Wednesday coming up will be season 5, episode 1. So we're back to 1 again. So if we're right, it looks like somewhere, we had 90 shows this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
At this pace, we'll be at this time next year, we'll be at episode 400.
It's crazy, ain't
it? so got to think about something special for that, and it's good. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
So I'm actually working on M42 right now myself with Nina, and it brought up a topic that Queeve brought up.
Okay.
And
that he's been using his camera all wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. And I'd love to know also how many others have actually caught his video on that.
I caught bits. I didn't see the
Um,
whole thing, but I started watching
yeah,
it. So
it's a very interesting video, and it really brings up if you are utilizing your camera properly and taking advantage of every pixel possible. Okay, so he talks about offsets,
okay.
camera offsets. And so basically, I did a little bit of digging myself in going into Nina and did a couple, a few bias images and things like that. And for those who don't know basically what offset is, check out Queve's video. But it is what it is. It's just that. The offset is offset, and
Yep.
it's going to this exactly what it is. It's a number that you will put into your imaging software and to help take advantage of utilizing every pixel, utilizing every pixel on that sensor, right? And by default for the 2600 mono, I left it at default, and the default offset is 8.
Okay.
So if you do a quick bias image and you take a look, you are losing quite a bit, as far as you're clipping quite a few pixels,
Yeah.
over to the very far left of your histogram. And what you want to be able to do is minimize that number and utilize as many pixels, have as many pixels as you can, grab data, right? So yeah, you can do this. I don't know. No, you cannot do this with the Air. You cannot do this with the ASI Air, unfortunately. But you can do it within SGP. You can do it if you are utilizing Nina, if you are utilizing any other
And anything that uses the ASCOM driver, yeah, you'll be able
anything
to
that uses the ASCOM driver, you can set your offsets in there. So I think SGP utilizes offsets as well.
I haven't used it in years. I thought they did. I'm pretty sure they do. I'm 90% sure they do.
Okay. So what I ended up doing is imaging and taking an image, set my offset because it was at 8, and I started going to 16, and I kind of doubled it. Went from 8 to 16 to 32, and my histogram on the bias on I was using a luminance filter, steadily increasing. But then I'm also looking at the number here, and if I share my screen again here, while I'm imaging, is you kind of looking at this minimum ADU, which is basically telling you, your pixels, if I'm not mistaken, your ADU and how far off you are from the left rather.
Left, yeah.
From the black. There it is, and while it's doing that. So you see here, I was at 274. I'm at 274 currently. At 8, so I just kept reducing it until I could get to a number that made sense when I break out this guy here. No, I don't want to do that. So I can get a better idea of that histogram and see how far off I am. And I was always, what happened was that I was getting some really high number here under my minimums, which means that a lot of those pixels were clipping.
Okay.
So I started increasing my offset. When this offset will be set for every filter that you use in every image, so you can maximize that number, the amount of pixels you're using on your sensor. So, and I got down to what says 1 to 1 here, to 1x. And so right now I'm at an offset of 19.
Okay.
Which is, so this is giving me, and so when I was doing those bias frames, I was at 1x, and my minimum pixels were, my minimum minimum ADU or here was 52.
Okay.
So I didn't want to go any, and I didn't go any lower than that because as I got down to like 16, 17, it started going a little bit lower, it would drop completely down to 0.
Gotcha.
Which is what you want to avoid.
Yeah.
You want to have something.
Pretty cool.
So that's what I wanted to share with everyone is it made sense. Even though if I may not be explaining it well enough, check out Queve's video. It's one of his latest videos that he did. About him utilizing his camera all wrong. And it was quite interesting.
Cool. Cool.
Quite interesting to share. So yeah, as you can see here right now, I'm doing M42. And I'm doing, these are 10-second shots I'm doing. I'm doing 30s and I'm doing 10s. Because I really don't want to blow out this core like I have been doing.
Yep.
And as we can see here, I'm getting the trapezium here because I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah,
very
it's
well,
kind of lost, but we can kind of see the brightness there.
Yeah, you can kind of see the brightness there. If I go to one of my luminance,
yeah, you can barely see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's there. I'm sure it looks better on your screen. It's a little fuzzy on our side.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. But you can definitely start seeing those guys. So yeah.
Cool. All right.
And that's the key for me is this, I don't want to blow out that core. All right.
Nice.
So are you up for doing your presentation or you want to hold off until next week?
I am up for dinner. I am drooling over here. So
I hear you. I hear you.
I
totally get it.
Since you did one last week and it was just going to be me this week. We'll just do both next week. How about that?
That's fine. That's fine.
How about we do?
Yeah, I'll do one next week.
I got to eat something because my head's going to explode because.
Go for it. Yep. Nope. We get it. I'm sure everybody else understands. Yeah, there is. What was I going to say? Let me get here in the chat. Yeah. Give yourself a buffer still.
Yep. Yeah, stay away from that left wall, and move your offset accordingly.
Yeah, you want to stay away from the left wall.
All right. Get in my belly. Get in my belly.
Mm-hmm.
Open your mind.
Yeah.
All right. Final thoughts, Eric, because I got to eat. I'm losing it.
No. Again, thanks to Tyler for hopping on. Really appreciate it. I'm great. I'm happy to be back, able to sit and able to hang out with everybody.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
I'm glad. No kidding. I'm so glad that I'm feeling better.
Yep.
And when you do offsets, and one thing that Queeve even says, if you ever change anything dealing with offsets or anything dealing with your camera, do not forget to do new calibration frames.
Yeah. Yep.
Do not forget to do that.
Awesome.
But Happy New Year, everybody. We're at the last show for 2023. We've made it through another show. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. Have a great new year. Ring in the new year safely, but enjoy yourselves, and hope to see everybody here next week catching up. And hope everybody has a prosperous and happy new year.
Absolutely. And screw you, Dave. We scored another one. It's 3-0. Well, looks like I'll have a happy new year after the disastrous 7-0 loss that the Islanders had the other night. It looks like they're gonna walk away with at least a win, hopefully. But they've blown games before, so I'll cross my fingers. But everybody, I just echo what Eric said. Please, everybody, have a safe and happy new year. It's been a great year. It's been an awesome year. 2,000 subscribers ringing in the new year. So thank you to everybody for the support. And not only for AstroWorld TV, but AstroWorld telescopes as well. Everything has totally surpassed my expectations for this year. It's been amazing. So thank you for everybody, and I'm looking forward to an awesome. Oh shoot! It's 4-0 Islanders now. so I must have missed one, but hey, everybody, have a great weekend. Enjoy your Monday, New Year's Day off. It's going to be a lot of fun, and just don't get too hungover, and enjoy the weekend because it's going to be great. Have a great New Year, everybody. Have a good night, and we will see you guys in 2024, and we'll see you guys then. So just remember, as always, can't leave without saying, keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we'll see you on Wednesday. Have a good night, everybody.
Merry New Year!
Happy New Year! My man from Cameroon.